Hello guys! So I want to give a thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday this year. I turned 14, and it was an amazing day. Now I got a ton of awesome stuff for my birthday, and let's get into it and unpack what I got for my birthday, because I got a bunch of really cool stuff. So before I even start, I want to mention that I actually got some fresh sand for my fish tank. Now over time when I do water changes, I'll take out a little bit of sand by accident, and slowly but surely it all adds up. So, for my birthday, I went to Fish Freaks and our local Lego store, Bricks and Minifigs. And our fish store, Fish Freaks, has a ton of really cool stuff, but I got some nice white sand. I also got 3 new snails because my 2 small ones weren't cutting it. Actually, where are they? I know they're, there's one over there on the driftwood. He's a big guy. And then there's one back there. And there should be a third one. I know he's here somewhere. So starting off with the smallest item I got, this is at Bricks and Minifigures, and he's really cool. So I already have a small little juvenile Dilophosaurus Lego. However, I did not have this color scheme. I think the orange and olive green looks really cool, and it was only $10, which is kind of expensive, but I mean, it's not that bad. And I do think the color scheme on this guy looks really cool. So yeah. So the next size up would be the Hammond Collection Hypsilophodon. Lophodon, however you want to say it. I was hoping to get the Hammond Collection Dilophosaurus instead. However, my mom said that, the Dilophosaurus out of stock at our Target, and, once she realized it came back in stock for shipping, it was like too close to my birthday. So instead she got this guy. But again, the thought counts, and I appreciate it. This guy will make a good, background dinosaur in some of my toy films, maybe he'll probably Prey, I'm sure. But it's a nice Hammond collection. I do think the color scheme on this looks nice. I think the green, so it's dark green with an olive green, and then there's a lighter green on top of it. Now, I do think the red on its eyes look really nice. However, I do feel like it's missing something. I feel like there should be some white, another shade of green. Actually, they did start this weird brownish green on the throat, but they did not continue it down to the end of the tail. I mean, it would have looked the best if they could have made that go down to the end of the tail. Maybe they followed this little line here. That would have looked the best. Now, I have thought of painting it, but I don't like painting the Hammond collection ones just since they're so hard to get once they retire, and the value on them goes down quite a bit. Now, the annoying thing with him is that they went back to the swappable jaw, which is annoying. I don't know why they would do that. No one liked it, so I don't know why they keep doing it. The rubber tail feels nice and good quality, kind of like all Hammond collection ones, except the Indominus. That one kind of sucked. But yeah, it's a nice little figure, and I'm glad to have it. Oh, wait, one more thing. I think it's nice that the arms have 3 points of articulation. There's the hands, this arm segment, and then the arm segment that connects to the body. I feel like most of the time it's just 2 segments, so I think that's a nice change of pace. Yeah, he's a nice little figure. And here's how he looks with his alternate closed mouth. Now, I also got something that you guys probably didn't see on the thumbnail. I got the very rare 2015 Indominus Rex. Well, parts of it at least. So my sisters often get Legos from Bricklink, and I get a lot of my retired Lego dinosaurs from Bricklink too, but my mom found a lot with the rare Indominus Rex. It was just the Indominus Rex, but it was just parts of it. It was the head, lower jaw, legs and body. He has no tail and he has no arms, unfortunately. But it was only $20, which is crazy considering a complete one goes for $80. And so I'm going to be on the lookout for the tail and the arms. Probably order them from Bricklink. The tail I found, it was pretty expensive just to get the tail piece. It was $16, but that was just the cheapest I could find. But I think I'll get the tail, and I might get. There was a second version of this that was silver and light gray. I found that the arms were actually cheaper on it, and I think I'll get the arms on that were intended for the silver one on him, since they're cheaper. But yeah, this is a really cool find. I never thought I would get this. Oopsies. He is really cool, and I can't wait to like find the parts to complete it. This thing's awesome. So this is actually a size down. I forgot to mention him. So this is given to me by my sister. It's intended for fish tanks. However, I'm just gonna keep it on display. It's this little diorama of the scene from Jaws where Bruce the shark attacks the boat, the orca. Definitely out of scale. The orca doesn't really look quite right. But I mean, in all fairness, it's a fish tank decoration, and again, it looks really cool. I think it's a great little display piece, and I'm glad to have it. I do also want to briefly mention I got a Jaws Life magazine, which has a lot of cool info. It's got behind the scenes photos, stuff like that. It's quite fun. Oh, something I didn't know is that I share the same birthday, August 9th, as Robert Shaw, who plays Quint in Jaws. I thought that was really cool. I had no idea, but Robert Shaw passed away in 1978 due to a heart attack. So it's unfortunate, but I thought that was really cool. I had no idea. These are going to be great reads for me. You may have noticed random shark fins scattered out throughout my setup I made here. Well, my birthday cake was shark themed, and it was a chocolate cake, and it had blue frosting with like blue like wave looking things, and of course there were shark fins on it. But it was really cool, and of course I saved the shark fins and washed them off. These will probably be good in like dioramas or my videos or something. Like I'll definitely have a use for them. So this Funko Pop was gifted to me by my cousin and her boyfriend. And this thing's pretty cool. It's the Jurassic World baby raptor like hatching Funko Pop. Don't worry, I did take it out of the box. It's just they design it so you can take it in and out, so it looks brand new, even though it's not. They actually don't use tape, which I found odd, but I realized it looks new, even if it's not. But this guy's really cool. Get out. But I think the egg shell fragment thingies on it are really nice, and he's really cute looking. I think I'll put him next to my Gizmo Funko Pop. I think that's also from them, I want to say. So yeah. So I've already shown this on my channel just a little bit, but this is the Lego brick-built Mosasaurus boat mission. And this was gifted to me by my aunt, and yeah. So I know some people didn't like the brick-built Mosasaurus that much, but I think he's really nice. I think the amount of articulation you can get on a brick-built one as opposed to a molded one is just much better in my opinion. And plus, now that they released the molded one, you have some variety, and I think he has some great like articulation on him. Like you can move his tail like all the way to that. You can have it like this. It is just has an insane amount of articulation. The colors look really great on it, and you can have two mouth segments like this or like this. But he's really nice, and I do think it was a great gift for my aunt. I gave her like 3 options. There's a $20 thing, a $30 thing, and then a $60 thing, which is this. And I did not expect to get the most expensive thing, but it's really cool. Comes with some like little rock pieces, so you can display your Mosasaurus or your boat. Oh yeah, the boat. It's quite small, actually. I mean, in all fairness, you get the Mosasaurus, but the boat is way too small compared to the movie. And I actually did test, and you can actually fit all the characters on the boat, but it's just definitely not very comfortable. But it comes with Duncan. No, is this Duncan? No, it's not Duncan. I'm trying to remember what his name was. I just call him Dinosaur Food because the two people included in this set are both eaten within like the first half hour, I want to say. I don't really remember their names. And then this was Atwater, I think his name was. But they don't have any alternate faces. It's just they're very basic figures. I feel like these guys would make great, like, just random Dinosaur Food people. You could use like your stop motions or something. But yeah, it does come with the little briefcase with the dinosaur DNA samples, but obviously it's Lego, and you can't like make it much smaller than this, but can you imagine lugging this thing that's like practically as large as you around the hot jungle with mosquitoes biting you? Like, that would be horrific. Like I mean, I get it, it's Lego, they can't make it smaller than that, but this is insane, like, compared to a minifigure. It's really funny to me. I mean, the thing itself takes up, like, a quarter of the boat. It's crazy. So the other Lego set I got was paid out of my own pocket, actually. We were at Bricks and Minifigures, and I saw they had this there. And actually, Lego's going to retire this at the end of the year, and I knew there wasn't going to really be any other opportunities for me to get this, since I was planning on asking for the molded Mosasaurus set for Christmas, hopefully. And so I ended up buying this. It was $110, so fairly expensive, and I thought the set's way too small for the $110 price tag. I mean, same thing with the Quetzalcoatlus Air Mission, but again, it is a really cool set, though. I think it is awesome. So now that I have this set, I actually have the complete, 2025 wave of Jurassic World sets, or Rebirth sets. And, I mean, besides the ugly-looking brick-built Dolores, which I don't consider a part of the line, because it's not minifigure scale. But I'm planning on doing a full video showcasing the whole wave. Not the ugly Dolores, but just, like, the minifigure scale ones. And I'm not going to go with this Raptor here, just since I'll go over him in the smaller set, which is, like, the Raptor Off-Road Escape, I think it was called. So we'll just skip him for now. Let's talk about the Titanosaurus. For one, this thing is huge. It reuses the Brachiosaurus body and neck. The head is a new piece, and the tail is a new piece. The lower jaw actually uses this same piece as the Raptors, just different color, which I find a little bizarre. But I mean, what works, works. And I do think the coloring on it looks really good. And I find it interesting how there's no printing, like, on top of it, but there's a ton of white printing at the bottom. And with the original Brachiosaurus, it was the opposite. There's a lot of printing on the top, but nothing on the bottom. So I think it's kind of a good, like, variety they added to it. I also like with this is how the tail doesn't really have any patterns, like, on the side like this. So you can actually do some stop motion with this tail in, like, all sorts of different positions. And I'm sure if they were to ever make more sauropod Legos, they will definitely be reusing this tail piece, maybe for, like, I don't know, Diplodocus or something. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And I do think the details on it, again, are really great. I think the printing looks very nice on this. So yes. There is a small little basic motorcycle, which I put Loomis with this little camera on. Nothing really special about it, it's just a little motorbike, excuse me. Motorcycle? There's so many different words for these two-wheeled thingies. So the next size up, I guess, would be this thing, which is just a little car thing, which I don't know what. I haven't watched Rebirth in a while. I don't think this was in the movie, but you can raise and lower it. And it's nice how they include little holders for the accessories. I always feel like there's way too many accessories in these sets. I don't know why they include so many. There's also this trailer it comes with, which, again, glorious day. Comes with spots where you can put the accessories. And it comes with a little satellite dish. And then the briefcase to hold the dinosaur DNA samples. And of course, you can take it all off if you'd like. Just have this basic little thingy. So something I thought was kind of odd is that they did not show this set on the front of the this piece on the front of the box. It's only on the back. I don't know why they didn't include it on the front. I thought that was a bit bizarre. But it's a little campsite that, again, isn't even in the movie from what I remember. I don't know why this is here, but I mean, probably to jack up the price more than likely. But it comes with a little tent where you can open, and here's Martin. Take him out. There's a little fire, like a grill thingy. Here, there's a big tree with some, like, bones, probably from the raptor. And, of course, you can take the Titanosaurus, have him walk on over, and knock down the tree. That's really cool. It's a very basic gimmick, but it's very effective and very fun to do. You can just put the tree back up to reload it, and you can line it up, the Titanosaurus knock the tree over onto the car. So that's really fun. And of course, there's the main, like, abandoned gas station build. I like the Stego Stop and Go sign, how it's, like, broken. That's a really fun detail. I like the closed, open 24 hours, no phones, no food, no dinosaurs sign. That's really funny. And something I thought was a little odd. The instructions ask for this random box to be put here, but that blocks the path of you putting the trolley thingy going through it. So I don't know why they'd ask you to put the box there, but I just moved it out of the way, so I don't know why they'd want you to do that. Comes with a little drone that's on this piece that makes it stand or something. Oh, let's get back on there. Silly thing. I like the building techniques they use for these lights here. I think that's really cool. There's actually a lot of pieces in this I'd never seen before. They've got little pumps where you can refill your cars. Turning it so you can look at the inside. There's a moldy hot dog. There's a slushy machine. And here's actually a little area where you can put the money. Which actually something I had no idea is that, did anyone else know this? You can put this piece through there. I didn't even know you could do that. I had no idea. And I do like the abandoned look to it. Like, they did a good job of like incorporating like broken pieces of the wall. There's chunks that are green. It's a really cool set, and I'm happy with my purchase. It's really cool. And it's perfect because I had actually been saving up to get this set at some point. So yeah. Next up is the Megalodon RC. And you might be thinking, don't you already have this? Well, the one I had a while ago, I lent it to my sister's friends who lost the remote, and I've yet to find it. So they don't make this anymore, and so my grandma actually tracked it down, and she got me a new one, which is it's really cool. However, my biggest gift I got kind of dwarfs this. However, I think I will use this still. This is the Gorgon RC, and this is actually my very first hobby grade RC car, and I've been wanting something like this for a while, and my mom actually was looking into like cheaper hobby grade RC cars. We were by no means willing to spend $300 on a tiny one, and this one's very beginner friendly too. It's kind of a plug in and go one, but it's got so much like speed to it. And this thing is awesome. Like, the design on this is also really cool. But they spent $180 on this thing. And it's well worth it. And what's nice to me, too, is that unlike that one, you can actually replace the parts on it, which is such a game changer for me, because it's just really cool. And I'm really excited to have this. And I'm going to show you myself driving around, because it is just awesome.